Hey guys, Abby here from Ballerinas by Night. Today we're gonna do a flexibility workout. So we're gonna do a few exercises and do 3 rounds of them, and we're going to time them. Keep in mind that I want you to come into this video warm. If not, we have conditioning videos. We also have bars with or without conditioning. Do something to get yourself pretty warm. I already warmed up today, so I'm ready to get started. We're gonna get right to it. Kai's gonna help me. He's way more flexible than I am, and he doesn't even have to do this stuff to work on it. So I'm gonna start with a TheraBand. If you don't have a TheraBand, you can do this exercise without it and just use your arms on your leg. But I like adding a little bit of resistance to this because I think it helps the muscles relax and get a deeper stretch. So we're starting with the right leg. We're just gonna bend and flex 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna pull, bring it back as far as you can, and we're gonna hold for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do one more set of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pull it towards you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shake out that leg. We're going to the left. You're pulling the arms in. Doesn't have to be major resistance. It can be relatively gentle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pull towards you. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more set of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and come towards you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Shake it out. We're going to go into our straddle. I'm going to do this with, this is one of the, I believe it's a gain or mend and stretch band. I'm trying to find the logo on it. But if you have any kind of one of these stretch resistance bands, you can add this just for extra, but you can do the stretch without it totally. So we're going to loop around each foot. Now, when we are doing our straddle, we want to make sure we're still rotating. So we want to try not to be here. You can usually get more like of a split like that, but it's going to help you for your claps more if you're still rotating within the hips. We're going to hold this for 30 seconds. So I've got Kai here with me. And so I have class tomorrow. I haven't had class since Monday. So I'm excited about class tomorrow. I'm hoping I'll feel a little bit more stretchy after doing this. All right, now we're gonna stay in our straddle and we're gonna go to the floor with our upper bodies for 30. Still trying to keep all this rotated back. So again, if you don't have a band, it's totally fine. If you do have a band, you have to watch a little bit that it's not going to snap up on your back. It feels like it's about to for me, but it also gives me a little bit of that push in my lower back, so that's kind of nice. But I'm not able to quite go so far down because I'm afraid it's going to completely snap on me. So we're holding for 19, 18, 17, almost there. At ABT teacher training, the physical therapist that they had come visit said 30 seconds for stretching was really the best. So, you know, I'm not criticizing anybody that goes longer. Sometimes I do like to hold my stretches longer, especially since I'm so muscular. I don't feel like I'm at a huge risk of overstretching or losing my strength. But if you are very, very, very flexible and not as strong, then doing shorter bursts will still maintain all your flexibility, but won't make your muscles lose any strength. We're gonna go into our splits for our first round. All right, if you do not have your splits, start with the back knee bent, front leg down, go as far as you can. 2 hands on the floor, 1 on either side. As much as you can kind of keep sliding down. So if you use your hands for leverage, then hopefully you'll allow yourself to slide and get more of a stretch. You want to breathe and relax into it. And we also want to make sure we're not opening up our hips. We want to try and stay really, really square. And so we're doing 30 seconds here, 30 seconds on our right. We're trying to lengthen that back knee if you can't, if you're down. I've got to tell you, 30 seconds is nicer than a minute in terms of just the pain of holding it. All right, and we're going to our left straight away. We're just gonna kind of try and move through all this, one after the other. You can add a flex and point if you want something to try and make it a little bit more dynamic. Or you can just alternate. I'm gonna flex for a while, and I'm gonna point for a while. All right, and next we're gonna pike. If it's relatively easy for you to touch your toes, you can add a yoga block. I'm gonna add a yoga block. You can even add multiple yoga blocks if you don't feel the stretch very much. But if you're having a hard time touching your toes, wherever you are, just pull as much as you can. You wanna kind of feel like you're pulling your belly button back as you go over so that you're getting that length in your spine and in the hamstrings. If you think about pulling that belly button back, I find I get farther in my stretch because of it. Been doing a point class once a week. And you know, it's like a full hour of just point strengthening. And I can already tell that my toes are starting to build up. It's kind of nice. I haven't had nice built up calluses in a while. Probably only a dancer who dances on point would be like, yes, I have calluses. Thank goodness for that. All right, we're gonna move on to round 2. So we're gonna do all that again. Let's get our TheraBand back. Now the hope is that with each round, we'll be able to go a little bit more. So hopefully now that my muscles are more loose, I'll be able to get more of a stretch. So try for that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And another 8, not 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's try to go a little bit lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to do the straddle this time without the band so that if you don't have it, you can just see both ways and you can see that we're still stretching and we're still pushing. We're going for 30 seconds. Still trying to rotate, trying to keep our body nice and lifted. We can flex and point. Now that I don't have the band, I actually really do like to flex and point during this because it both works the feet, but I also feel it in here. And I can't really do that with the band, so that's a benefit to doing it without. And now we're down. And again, now that I don't have the band, I can actually probably go a little bit farther down. And because I did it with the band once, I'm thinking about that lower back. You're thinking about pushing your belly button and your lower back to the ground, not just trying to like keep this curved and go forward, but trying to lengthen through the spine while keeping these legs rotated. You work a lot differently trying to rotate the legs back than if you just let them fall forward. Into our right splits. If you're really flexible and you're ready to add a yoga block under one of your feet, feel free. I think I might try that for our last round. I don't think I'm quite there yet. So I'm going to do another round like this. So because I'm all the way down and I'm trying to think about rotating this leg forward, I'm kind of taking both hands to one side to lean into this a little bit more. But like I say, if you're not all the way down, definitely one hand on either side for that leverage. And I go back and forth. And left. Left is actually my better side, right? Because right's a little tighter for me. Think about your toes going away from each other, so energy out both sides of the legs. And into our pike. Again, this is round 2, so we're trying to deepen these stretches at least a little bit, so try and get a little bit further. 30 seconds. Right now we've got 20 to go. our last round. You should be feeling pretty loosey-goosey by now. So we're gonna push a little bit more to fight for a little bit further stretch. Deepen your breathing, exhale, and try and go the furthest you've gone so far. That's how we're gonna make gains. But you can't do it the first round when you're just loosening up. So we have 1, 2, even this, try and take it deeper. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A little bit more pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Left. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, oh baby, 7, 8. It's like sucker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I will go with the band this time. So if you have a band, yes, this is a Gainer Minden band. Now I found the logo. Gainer Minden. It's heavy duty, man. I started out with this thing called a therapeutic TheraBand or something like that. That it has these little loops. And I saw this girl do a video with it, and she was like super flexible. All right, we're going for 30 seconds. Again, trying to really rotate back. And that band was like, it was so cheap. It's like, I don't know, $8 or something. They still have them on Amazon. I think that's what it was called, like a therapeutic TheraBand, something kind of funny like that. And it's a really effective stretching band, really cheap, really effective. It doesn't have the, like it's not bendy, stretchy like this is. It has levels, so, you know, the loops keep coming in and you start, you know, you get to whatever level you can do with the loops. But it's a very good one too. So if you're ever looking, there are lots of inexpensive options for these little gadgets. Although it can be nice to have the, you know, a little bit pricier, fancier ones. Like the inexpensive ones, usually the functions just fine on them. But, you know, when people are looking to give you Christmas gifts and birthday gifts and, you know, you're a dancer and this is what you do, like over the years I've kind of, you know, gotten a lot of little gadgets. Okay, I think I'm gonna try and add the yoga block to my splits this time. You can do a yoga block for your splits in the front foot or the back foot. It just kind of depends what you like. I'm gonna do front. They work you a little bit differently, like they stretch you a little bit differently. You can try both, and it's your preference. If you're gonna do a yoga block for round 2, you could always do round 2 with it in front, round 3 with it in back. But I just didn't feel ready for it. Still not entirely sure I'm ready for it. We'll see. Just use it for a little bit extra slide. 30 seconds here. 24. flexibility is definitely something, since I just recently hit 35, it's not my age at all, no. I can tell a big difference. And because it's gotten, so we're at 27 seconds, because it's gotten more uncomfortable, I haven't been giving it the attention it needs. And I've really noticed in class. And you know, I've been taking class with teenagers who are really super bendy and really super flexible and went to summer intensives all summer and are in really great shape. And I can really tell that the flexibility is lacking. So I'm actually needing to take my own advice and really amp up my flexibility. All right, because this is round 3, I'm gonna get a second yoga block for my pike. Now remember, depending on your level, you may not want any yoga blocks. You may want a whole bunch. If you're not to the point where you need them, then you're gonna get all the stretch you need by being here. If you can't get to there yet, grab the ankles, grab the knees, and gently pull, gently. Remember, if you think of pulling the belly button back, you should be able to go a little bit farther. All right, we're gonna do 30 seconds, and go. This is definitely an intense stretch for me. Breathing through it. Oh. All right, so that is my stretch routine for this week, for today. Of course, there are lots of other stretches we could be doing, but I feel like these are some of the most important stretches for just kind of our daily class work. That's what we started with today. I hope this has helped. So make sure you follow us on Instagram, on Facebook. We have a brand new group on Facebook, and this video is largely in response to the requests there from what people feel like they want and need. We're gonna be doing challenges there, trying to do this every day for a week, for a month, we'll see. And that's all for today. Bye.